All right, Coach. Going 1-1 last week against two tough LA schools. We kind of touched on it a little bit, after USC, but just kind of take us through that thought process of bouncing back from that loss and getting that big win over USC.
Yeah, I thought on Friday night UCLA played exceptionally well. We just couldn't get a lot going. But then to be able to bounce back with a young team still and get the win over USC. USC is a tough team as well. And Clea Lanier, leading the way there. She's phenomenal. So I was just really proud of the way we responded, and we were able to come back. And it was a tough fought match, kind of going back and forth. But was just really happy that we were able to close it out, and especially in four.
And so getting some recognition this week, Magda, freshman of the week in the Pac-12. What can you talk about just her game? And she's continued to elevate, leading the conference in multiple categories and blocking, and just she's just been outstanding so far.
Yes, she has been. She's been phenomenal. I think the last couple weeks especially, she's done some great things, offensively, and they were. USC especially was doing some good things blocking, trying to really commit two blockers to her, and she still was finding a way to get kills, and just at the net blocking especially, she's been great, and so she just keeps getting better and better every single week, and hopefully we can continue to pass well, and Hannah's been doing a nice job of getting her the ball, and hopefully that can just continue, but really happy that she was able to get that honor this week.
And going to the Oregons this week, two teams that beaten already, but despite it being a little bit of a down year, at least what the record reflects, still two very good teams. Going to the Oregons, what's the thought process and preparing for those two matches?
Yeah, this conference is crazy, and when people from the outside look in and see records, they might think that they're not good teams, but that is definitely not the case. Two really strong teams still. If they were in any other conference, probably they would be probably at the top. I think since we played both teams, they've made some adjustments. They've been doing some different things, and I think they're both playing really well right now. Oregon especially switched to the 6-2, put Veronica Stone on the right side. She's been probably more effective and getting a ton of balls that way. I think that will be a really tough matchup for us. But first of all, Oregon State, they're a great defensive team. They have some weapons from the outside as well. And so we just have to be consistent. And especially going on the road, it's always tough to get wins in this conference.
So you guys have already played at Oregon State about less than a month ago. Is there what the focus is for the game plan in terms of is there something that you've seen in Oregon's film that they've changed since the last time you've played them, or?
Yeah, I think every team in this conference is tough, and we just have to continue to be consistent on our side of the net as well. Sometimes if you've already beaten a team, it's especially difficult to go beat them again, especially when you're going to their place and you're on the road. So I think just being really focused and intentional on our scouting report, and we definitely have to keep just getting better, probably offensively this weekend.
And so you guys are about 24, 25 games into the season right now. Is there any player in particular, whether it be one of the younger players or one of the veteran players, that have really stood out this season from the beginning to right now? Or?
Yeah, I'd say a couple. I think Alexis Driggy has been fantastic from beginning to now. She became our all-time digs leader. She just surpassed 2,000 digs for her career, and then her leadership has been fantastic. I think she's also been serving and passing really well, and just being really the floor captain when she's been out there. So a lot of burden has been put on her, for such a young team to kind of lead them, and she's just been doing a fantastic job. I also think, Hannah Pukas coming in and setting for the first time as a redshirt freshman. She is continuing to get better and better every week. She is distributing the ball really well, I think pretty evenly, and our offensive numbers have shown that. And then I'd say probably Magda is the other one that just has been really phenomenal the entire season so far.
And last question, what's been kind of the message that you kind of try to promote to the younger players, given that WSU has a really good winning record for the conference in volleyball to kind of keep humble and kind of don't get over panicked and whatnot when it comes to playing the better teams. So.
Yeah, just trying to be consistent that, this conference is really tough and it doesn't matter really, the name of the jersey that we're playing or the school that we're playing, that we have to treat every opponent the same. And, for the most part, I think we've done a pretty good job at that. This season gets long and it gets really tough, especially this time of year, but to really focus in on the matches that we have remaining and see if we can continue to get better.